Today we've got a match in the Mustang, the British Mustang, the P51 with the 4 Hispanos and the British tree, the premium. I end up getting, I think, 4 kills here. This is from a couple weeks ago. Again, a replay analysis. And this match shows off some really good maneuvering on my part. We actually end up losing the match to those goddamn BV-238s. Hate them, but what can you do, you know? But in terms of the fighter war, we end up winning. P108. But, anyways, yeah. This plane, I quite like this plane. It's pretty good. There are things I don't like about it, is in it's heavy, it doesn't maneuver, it's not super solid in maneuvering. You can do some pretty good maneuvers in it, but it's not the best turning. It's overall a good plane. It's decent at everything. And obviously the armament is one of the strongest at this tiers. Ammo could be a tiny bit better, but you have 4 20 millimeters, so if you can place your shots, you can really do some damage. So first, I kind of come in to engage this 109, but this P51's kind of already engaging him, so I kind of pull back up, and there's I see all these other guys, and I'm like, well, shit, maybe I should climb. So I kind of climb, and shit. I also went ahead on with a 109 and ended up winning. So there you go. Didn't kill him, but he's pretty crippled. You know, he's leaking stuff. So I come down to join the party down here, and some pretty cool stuff ensues. I ended up getting 3 kills in like immediate in a couple seconds. So. Yeah, I come in to dive in, and I think I take out one of these guys. Come around onto him. Really close. I actually don't. I missed my shots. So then, after that failed dive, can we zoom out a little bit? Shit. So I zoom back up to climb, because this 109 or 190 is trying to shoot at me, and now I know there's no way he can keep up to me in that. And neither can this guy. I'm seeing all these guys at one time. He's trying to come up to climb, catch me in the climb. He is. This other 109 is. That 202, 205 isn't. I think he's trying to engage this P51. But there's 3 guys trying to catch me. And then we've also got this Yak 1 coming to try to intercept me in my climb as well. So I see the Yak 1, I see those other guys. I kind of turn up to evade the Yak 1, as well as to extend against these guys trying to catch me in the climb. And this is all pretty dangerous since they're within firing range, but they just barely can't, and I avoid where they would be able to get a shot off. So I end up popping the flaps, coming around on this, God, the fucking camera, Jesus. Coming around to this 109 who has previously been crippled by me, and eliminate him really close, just a couple rounds. And then this 190 also tried to stall climb to get me, and that's the result of that. Now I've got this Yak 1 behind me, so I pulled down to get away from him. And at the same time, if you see where my nose is pointed, there's a 205 right there, and he's knocked out too. So that's 3 kills really close together. This Yak's still on me, so I'm always watching him. We've also got this 109 here, and I try to take out. I actually don't think I get the kill on him, although I really should have. He's crippled. I end up taking off his wingtip here, and I think someone else finishes him off where he crashes, and I don't get the credit. That Yak 1 actually ends up nicking me a little bit there, so now everyone except the Yak 1's kind of knocked out, so I can focus on the Yak 1 fully now. He's coming in behind me, and here's some really good maneuvering here. I maintain my climb up, and yeah, let's see that 109 having problems down there. So I maintain this up, and I pop out the flaps, and so I'm always looking at his nose, because that's where his armament is, and you can see that I pull off some... God, fuck off. Here, I'm going to switch to the free camera. Slow this down. There we go. So you can see that where his... this isn't that great. Can we... No. That is not good. Maybe this. Okay, this isn't bad. So you can see that Yak 1, he's bringing his nose around to get a shot off, and at that same time, I put my elevators forward and roll my wings so that his shots, instead of hitting me in the side of the fuselage in the cockpit, I roll my wings and do a negative maneuver so that they end up just going under my plane and missing. And then let's switch back to this, I guess. It's a little closer. Um, Again, he takes some shots, and this time I pull up so that instead of down, because if I had pulled down, they would have smacked right into the bottom of my fuselage, but I pull up this time, and just barely he misses me. And this, this is some really close shit for me because, he was good at his aiming, he knew what he was doing, and I was just making sure that where he was shooting, I was not there. Meanwhile, my flaps are popped out, and this yak is losing energy. He doesn't have as much energy retention as I do, nor as powerful of an engine. So you can see, I'm going really slow. I'm stalling out. I can't do anything else, but so is he. And I'm now full wepping, making sure that I stay in position, stay kind of like hovering as long as I can, so that he flips over before I do. I flip over, pop in those flaps, pull a negative G with the elevators, and pull the or roll the plane back around. And now I've reversed the combat situation. I'm behind him, well within firing range, and start pummeling him. Don't kill him immediately there, but end up setting him on fire, and that's the end of that. He ends up burning up and, going into the dirt. So, this, shows what this plane can do. It can do some pretty good stuff. Most planes in the game can. And yeah, I just felt like that was some really good flying on my part, some good stalling maneuvers, and unfortunately, with the ground targets of the bomb bases or something, we end up losing the match, but I got a really quick 4 kills there with some very good maneuvering. So you can watch this and try it at home. Tell me how it works, Jack or Matt or any of the other, Jake, any of the other tards that watch this, if you ever do. Tell me how it works.